We all understand that if you don't scope and specify any type of contract correctly, then the contract is at a disadvantage from day one, and we haven't created an environment within which the supplier's got any chance of being successful, and certainly not forging a longer term relationship. So there are three approaches that you find in FM contracts. One is which is very simple, and that is where, well, it's not very simple. You define appropriately the outputs that you're seeking to have, what it looks like, how the customer's going to feel, the type of environment that you want to have, and so forth. And this is known as an output specification, and it's measured on the basis of the outputs. So if the outputs are achieved, tick in the box, the service supplier has done exactly what they said they would do. But bear in mind that all of the resourcing, the capabilities, the techniques, the systems, the processes, the IT tools are all at the discretion and control of the service supplier. The second is prescriptive, really, where you're telling them exactly what systems you're going to use, how much resource you're going to use, when you're going to use it, when you can do work, and so on and so on and so on. And there, in that environment, you are measuring the fact that they do those things. Whether or not, bear in mind, whether or not the output as a result of doing that in a compliant fashion achieves the expectations that you have, your customer, the service output. That's not contractually a prescriptive outcome. And then the final piece, of course, is variable. And this is bits and bobs of event management, maybe, or project management, or minor works, and so forth, that surround the core of your service lines. And that's measured in a very different way. It's also costed in a very different way. Now, FM contracts consist of all three. And a successful FM contract that creates the right environment for which the supplier is to be successful is where you combine those in the appropriate way, where the formula of those three works specifically well for your particular cultural environment. Now, you have no idea how many times I see contracts that have been inappropriately delivered, inappropriately specified, I should say, and you have no idea how many times I come across inappropriate measurement that effectively creates a seam of discontent in the relationship with the service supplier, and ultimately leading to a churn of service supplier. Specify it right, specify it the first time, and you will have a good contract that will last in a relationship sense for a long time.